How we doing? How we doing, people? I hope you guys are all having a great and wonderful day. Now it's going to be even better because you're watching one of my amazing YouTube videos that I put so much effort in. You know? I totally didn't just pick up the camera and not plan anything to talk about. So, yeah, you guys are going to have to deal with that. Well, actually, I planned a sentence to talk about, which is, I guess, the important part. But, let me clip on this light here so you... Lighting, I hear, is important in media, so this is what we're doing. But apart from me talking about myself, I wanted to kind of give advice about self-improvement because there's so many people that chase self-improvement or just want it, and it's not easy to improve. You know, I mean, sometimes it can be, and other times it's freaking. Like, it just sucks, man. Like, to try to be consistent with those things and make sure you're really getting better and making that with, you know, doing it and then not committing and not staying on track to where you want to go. I mean, it's pretty darn hard if you ask me. And I've been doing this self-improvement stuff for, I don't know, God knows how long. A long time. That's what I can tell you. And have I gotten better? Yeah, because I've been consistent with it. And that's kind of the most... Sorry, my camera here. It's kind of the most important thing, is that you're consistent with what you do and what you want to do, where you want to be, right? So, if you truly are trying to improve, right? I started off very out of shape, very not great, everybody on my channel's heard this already, but just to sum it up, long story short, I started out with horrible habits, a horrible lifestyle, and a horrible outlook on myself and life. So, it wasn't the best, you know, I definitely had some improving to do, and I don't really know what sent it all into the spiral that it is kind of in now. You know, now it's like starting a business and trying to improve other people's lives while also, you know, improving my own, you know. And when you get good enough at it, I mean, I'm not perfect. I still slack. I still miss days. I still skip. But the important thing is that I don't do it as much as I used to, right? And that's what you guys got to recognize. Holy moly, my camera bugged out quite a bit. So, I literally just got full of storage. But as I was saying, so there's a version of you right here. We'll do right here. Boulder shoulders, giant traps, abs, right? Way more confident, way more fulfilled in life, way more just happy with himself, right? Because there's actions he took to get there. Now, here's you now, right? And if you're watching this, there's a chance you're jacked, and there's a chance maybe you're struggling to get there. And I've been in that position. But if you're still struggling and there's this version of you that's not where you want to be, that's eating Cheetos and picking Cheeto dust out of their belly button every frickin' day, you know, not really getting her done, right? That's you right here. And if you're starting here and you're trying to get to here, right? Every decision you make, think about this. Every decision you make, when you make it at the beginning of the day, ask, would that guy do it? Would this guy that I want to be, the version of me that I know I could be, would they do that thing? Or would they maybe, instead of immediately getting up and grabbing a bowl of Captain Crunch, maybe they would go and they'd grab a banana and some Greek yogurt. Maybe they'd do that. And when I go shopping, would I buy a bunch of junk food, or would I do something a little more productive, right? I mean, you kind of wrestle with it yourself, but I've made my conclusion with it, and whenever I'm kind of in a tough spot, that's what I ask myself, right? Would that version of me do that thing, or would they not, right? Would they not? And it's a long game, man. I mean, when you're trying to habitually get better, which is one thing I kind of enforce a lot with my clients, is habits kind of lead to a better person, and where you want to go rather than just say sticking to a diet and a meal plan. I mean, they can help, but like, you have to make it a habit if you want to stick to something like that, right? And in order to get your habits locked, you need to fix the habit. habits, right? Trade out one bad habit a week for a good habit, right? And eventually, think about that at the end of the year. Is that I don't know how many weeks are in a year. There's like 4 weeks in a month, and we're gonna say I think 64 is the number. We're gonna say 64, right? You're gonna be 64. You're gonna have 64 good habits, right? 64 good habits. That's 64 more than when you started, man. And if you're feeling good, maybe 2 a week, right? I mean, all of these things you gotta slowly trade out, right? And you gotta just enjoy the process too. Don't forget about where you started and how far you've come, right? And eventually you're gonna be like a way better person in a way better spot, right? And just progression is just so beautiful, man, because so many people get like say body dysmorphia in the gym. You know, I'm one of those people. I feel a little dysmorphic sometimes, but then I look at old pictures of me and I'm like, what am I biatching about? You know, I'm so much better than I was the day, yesterday or last year. You know, you gotta tell yourself those things. Are you better than you were yesterday? If not, it's okay. Are you worse than you were yesterday? Do not say yes. Please do not. You do not want to be worse than you were yesterday. Right? It's all about improvements and being the best version of you, all right? And don't live up to other people's expectations ever. Live up to your own that you set for yourself, and you will succeed. I promise you, bro. And I see it in you. I see it in literally everybody. Everybody has this massive potential. There's just a path they need to walk down and make a few different decisions. They see those good results. They see the positive impact on their life, and then they're there, bro. And that could be you, right? All you got to do is lock in, bro. And if you need any advice or help, DM me on Instagram. I love helping you guys out. But anyways, I'm probably going to cook some beef, blueberries, honey, and yeah, not put sugar in it because that's my good decision of the day, right? Nah, I'm just kidding. I ain't going to put sugar in it either way. Peace out. Love you guys.